Okay, so that's one of the only tags that I recognize from being in Laval. In fact, that one, Baser, I believe it says, is littered throughout the city of Laval. So clearly there's some connection between, at least to some small extent, at the very least, between certain gang activity here and those in Laval. And I recognized another one just down a ways back as I was leaving Anjou. It had only 2 letters, it looked like, but either way, so now that's one of 2 that are similar. And as well, nice face, whoever made that. Okay, so this is a different Christian Orthodox church. This is very much very Ukrainian inspired, it looks like. Because the one that I had showcased in the last video, which I might have actually been confusing for this one, because I know I saw this at another point when I've been going up and down these roads. But that one is also very clearly Eastern European, but maybe more of Central Eastern European, maybe more Hungarian when I got a closer look at it in design, or maybe I guess could be Polish influence, but this is definitely Ukrainian Orthodox. I don't think it's open today, but well, maybe before leaving I could try and explore it. Well, I don't know, I'll see if I have time, but just looking at it externally, the architecture is beautiful. Oh wow, those clouds look very, very mean. They look very, very unfriendly. I just got an amber alert. Well, actually, I don't know if it's technically an amber alert or just considered a weather alert, that for this area, the greater Montreal area, or maybe a little bit outside of it in the nearby northern countryside, that a tornado could possibly touch down. The weather conditions were right for it. And looking at that cloud, you know, at first I thought, well, it didn't really resemble a cumulonimbus cloud, so maybe not. But then again, maybe tornadoes don't solely need cumulonimbi to form, in terms of the mixture of hot and cold temperatures and winds forming together. So yeah, that's frightening. Hopefully I don't get sucked up into the great above at any point later today. Well, at least I got my food. Cool. Talk about calm before the storm. Yeah, so that happened today. I think the thunderstorm is dissipating. I think. I don't want to say for certain because there is still some really gray clouds that sort of look like they're in a swirling motion up in the air just to the southeast now. So yeah, apparently just found out about maybe 40 minutes ago it was reported on many local news stations that a tornado did touch down in the city of Montréal, Quebec, or right outside of the city, which is maybe about 3 hours away, roughly 2.5 hours away from the greater Montreal area. So yeah, well, I hope everyone in Montreal is all right. If seeing as the tornado touched down there, they definitely got it worse than us. But we definitely got a large bulk of the downpour from the actual tornado clouds. So I really don't have anything to say about that other than, well, I am glad to finally be dry right now. I'm hoping, most definitely they are, but I'm hoping to at least maybe some degree my belongings in Maisonneuve Park are not as sopping wet as they're most likely going to be. I hope. But, yeah. Oh, and, correction. Yes, I was wrong. It's not an Amber Alert that, well, is the distress notification that's sent out, nationally, here in Canada, at least for, weather reports. That Amber Alert is just solely for, infant, toddler, and child to teenager kidnappings, or missing persons reports that are sent out via police. But just the weather, it was a weather emergency notification, so they're two separate things. That one's, I think, dealt with by the whatever the nationally operated meteorological association is. I don't remember their name, or maybe provincially they're mentioned. I'm not sure. be better down there. Again, I know it must not feel pleasant, but just bear with it, please. Oh. Giant skate park right next to the Olympic Stadium. Intriguing. Various national flags. Should I? Should I? What do you think, Cameron? No, I shouldn't? Well, I don't validate your opinion at all, so yes, I should. Senegal, Singapore, Sweden, Switzerland, Suriname, Czechia, Thailand, Trinidad, Tunisia, Turkey. It's like an Olympic flag, so I don't know what it's for. It's supposed to represent for the Olympics. Uruguay, Venezuela, Yugoslavia. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, they right next to the Canadian flag, they have the Yugoslavian flag. I think you guys missed your history lessons for the last 35 years. Yugoslavia disbanded many moons ago. Oh, okay. A lot more. Yeah, I've never seen that before. Pakistan, New Guinea, Liechtenstein, Philippines, Peru, Luxembourg, or Netherlands, number 2. South Korea, Egypt, Denmark, Cuba, Ireland. Dominican Republic. Certainly Romania or Chad, I don't know which. And a whole slew more. Okay. Let's give this a shot. Never done this one before in my life. Enjoy yourself. I'll try to. I'll also try to not die. That would be very tough. And enjoyable. Wouldn't you say, Campbell? Yeah, you would. Of course you would. I feel like some of this is a bit much in terms of design, like most things with municipal tourist traps. I'm not even going to attempt to use. Of course. What did that say? Yeah. Yeah. Of course, it's sponsored by Vans. No doubt lobbied to actually help the construction of this. I just realized I'm saying yes. Go and get ready for this, Camden. Get ready, get ready. Did I attempt that? No. I'm not skilled enough for this small portion of concrete here. So, this is the Montreal Tower, attached, or I guess more so conjoined with what was the Olympic Stadium for the 1976 Olympics here in Montreal. And, well, I don't know if they've used it for anything else. I hope they have, because if not, then that's one of the biggest wastes that any amount of lobbyists and municipal government budget spenders could have. That's one of the biggest things you could have wasted money on if you're not going to use it. But architecturally, as far as I'm concerned, it's once again beautiful. It's stunning. But as typical with my ideals, I wish it was put to a better use than just being a tourist lookout for those who are suppressed and get a one-time or once-in-a-lifetime vacation chance and take it to see the sights of Montreal to relieve themselves of their day-to-day stresses, so-called at least, or in a desperate attempt to do so and find some enjoyment with maybe their loved ones as well if they tag along. Well, it just siphons their finance away from them, because tourist agencies will pander to those of the suffering classes. But it's still, we'll admit, breathtaking. Especially now, considering how, oh my god. Oh my god. Well, shit. I was gonna say, well, considering what we just went through in terms of a massive downpour of precipitation, an incredible storm, I was gonna say, given now it's incredibly beautiful now that a beautiful sunset has come out. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to rethink that. And oh god, okay, you look like you're over top of Jesus Island right now, not over Montreal Island. Please stay over there. Laval can deal with you. It looks like, I guess you're blowing eastbound. Keep blowing that way, please. Good god. That is very ominous. Oh my. It's fascinating. Beautiful design. Formation of the cloud layers. But, okay, yeah, I was wrong. That cloud was, very clearly, at least a portion of it, was a cumulonimbus. Well, I mean, still beautiful with the sun casting its rays on it through what it, I guess from that end over there. Oh, now that's pretty. That's incredibly pretty. Actually, maybe I can get a better shot of it. Somewhat not much, but... Oh, well. Well, that's good enough. That's good enough. God, Okay, so this is my third time now passing by this landmark of Montreal, and the first time I came along this lookout, I noticed that someone actually climbed up there somehow and tagged it. Now, that doesn't, I don't believe at all that that's in any way remotely a gang tag. But I think it says, if I'm reading it correctly, Meow Zoo. Meow Zoo. Oh, was the O an... Oh, was the O a cat? Maybe it is. I thought whoever the artist was had just scribbled it out because they made a mistake with the spray paint can. No, I think that it's designed purposely like a cat. Okay, again, props to whoever did that. I don't know for what purpose other than maybe just deviance, or if they wanted to try and send a message in protest to the city government and corporate lobbyists or any corporate entities that have businesses set up inside of this place or in conjoinment with its operations for profit. But, well, not a good form of protest. But either way, I give them props for that. Protect trans lives. Yep, I would agree with you. That's still not an effective form of protest either. Oh, God. I'm a little scared because every time I turn around, it seems like those clouds are getting closer. Yeah. You know, okay, yeah. This day has not turned out how I planned at all. Never does. So, let's see if I can try and enter this place. Legally or illegally. One of the two. And unfortunately, just in relation to, well, speaking of gangs, well, their tags, well, they found a way to wreck the scenery. Well, mission successful to some degree. This place is very, very spacious. mission successful getting into at least a different part of, well, the Olympic attraction. So apparently the Montreal Tower is closed in its entirety for a period of 3 years to undergo mass construction renovation. So, well, as the security told me, those without officiated clearance to enter the tower, well, aren't allowed in. So the public is not permitted for visitations right now. And from everything I could see from where I looked around, and having biked around pretty well the entire perimeter of the area, I can't find any real successful entry points for illegal means. But went around to this side here, and I think this is a part of the actual Olympic Stadium. And, well, this time of hour, it seems to be rather empty. But maybe I will be able to access the actual stadium bleachers, at least. I don't know. But, let's find out. Okay, so I'm getting so blasted tired of this pointlessness. Look at this. This one isn't working, but it dispenses soap if you couldn't tell, and this is the perfect example of a waste of material.
The two of us, we can make it if we try, just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Just the two of us. I don't know any more of the lyrics. And, well, that one, but forget me. banging is. Kind of sounds like the exploding of fireworks. At the same time, it almost resembles thunder. And I can't see any bright flashes of varying colors shooting off in different directions, like fireworks, so I don't know. Given the storm we just had, I wouldn't be surprised if it was thunder all the way down that direction as clouds looked like they were blowing eastward. But again, not entirely sure. Fireworks. What the hell is happening? Okay, today's the 13th of July. I don't know what significance that day marks. I'll still have to ask.
So, the footage you will see before this got cut off. The camera stopped rolling whilst I was moving on my bike, heading towards what was apparently coming out of St. Leonard Borough and going into the Vieux-Villers borough, trying to track down the fireworks. And guess what? I got there right as they stopped. I got very close to them from where you could actually have a very good view of them going off. And yeah, then they stopped. And then I realized once I looked at my phone that the footage once again stopped. So then I tried recording again to showcase my trek back, trying to backtrack through the area down there, which was apparently experiencing a blackout, complete power outage. It was, for the most part, pitch dark. And it was also an area that was very highly impoverished, clearly. So I thought at first maybe it could have some amount to do with affordability for, well, electrical bills, which to some degree in relation to just keeping power on during the day or night, yeah, that could be as well in terms of certain housing units and buildings. But for the most part, the entire neighborhood was just experiencing a grid shortage, it seems. But anyways, I tried recording again, and apparently someone shot off once I got down to the main roadway down there below this hill crest. Someone shot off a firework from a rooftop close to where I was. Didn't see who did it, but it went just quickly up. And yeah, then I got all the way back up here, and my phone didn't even stay recording for more than 20 fucking seconds. Oh my god. But anyway, I'm here at, well, beyond a ways is the Botanical Gardens of Maisonneuve Park, just beside Montreal Tower and Biodome and Olympic Stadium. And there's also, I guess, I don't know if it's a gallery of some kind, but there's a place called the Space of Life building. That's, I think it's that one right there, behind the fountain. But, well, anyway, obviously it's closed right now. But interestingly enough, when I was in the, what was, I guess, the aquatics center for the Montreal Tower, I looked on the maps, because they both had, a paper map, and then I looked on Google Maps more at the area, which I just kind of grazed over general view of when I've been looking to direct myself around the area. But apparently, behind this building is an industrial research facility for Hydro-Quebec. Yeah. In this park, which is displayed as pretty well being seemingly just a nature patch that those of the local areas can all gather in and just relax and go for a nice leisurely stroll or exercise and all things of the sort in relation to performative activism for healthy physiological well-being. But, like, literally, sandwiched behind this is a research facility, which, if it's relating to, it's owned by Hydro-Quebec, or Quebec, Hydro-Quebec, the biggest, most powerful energies company in the province, private energy company. It's just right behind there. For whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe to demonstrate the fact that I don't doubt, obviously, if it's their facility, they privatize the land, and most likely they own up all this land, along with their paradeal realtors. So, I guess some amount to put on this, neoliberal fascist front of lobbying, pretending to care about putting investment into the community. But I'm going to have to do a bit more research as to why specifically the facility is placed there, or was constructed there. And maybe tomorrow, considering hopefully tomorrow will be my last day here in St. Leonard, I can try and actually get into this area and ask around. So I have time. I think I'm going to make this the end of the video. I was thinking about just shooting this footage as being the ending half for the video I'm making now, part 4 of exploring Montreal. So, yeah. Sleep well.